Morning, Chevy lovers. In this video I'm going to show you what I did to access the top of my tank in a 1998 Chevy Suburban. Dropping the tank to me was not an option because it's a little over my head. The potential for something to just snowball with this particular truck at least was high, so I chose to just cut a hole in the bed. The reason I cut this hole so big was because I did not have a problem with my fuel pump. What I had was a gas leak that I could not tell where it was even coming from. So I had to cut it open to expose the fuel line. In my case, it was this line right here, the feed line that was leaking. What you see there is a brand new one, AC Delco, bought online, about a little over $100. It wasn't an exact fit. I did make it fit at the other end. However, most people would probably be trying to replace their fuel pump. In this case, this fuel pump here, obviously, is 19 inches from this point, what you see right there. It is basically dead center with this screw, so it's basically dead center in the back of the truck here. I used a sawzall to cut this because I had a fuel leak and I had no idea what it was or how extensive it was or how much rust. For all I knew, I had a hole in the tank. So I chose to use a sawzall as opposed to a cutoff wheel, because a cutoff wheel creates a whole ton of sparks and a sawzall is a little bit less and with risk of a fire. I also chose, there are other videos out there showing the same thing, but usually the people would just cut the carpet. I chose to remove the carpet. It was easy enough. If you take everything off on this side here, that came off pretty easy, and just rolled the carpet back. Also up there, there's just a bunch of screws. Pretty much looks just like this. So that's what I did to try and save the carpet a little bit better. Here's my fuel line. This was the part that failed, the section of it that failed, I should say, that coupling. You can see how paper thin it is. As soon as I kind of decided I was going to clamp it, cut it and clamp it, which I wasn't sure would work anyhow, and all of a sudden it just started leaking everywhere because the whole line was just paper thin. To remove that hose, you need one of these. It's a 3/8, I forget what they call it. It's a snap-on. It's a quick fit. It's a quick fit. You buy it at the store for it was around $3 or $4, and that just kind of weasel, clamp it on sort of, and get it underneath there and get it under here, and you just push this in, push this direction, and then just pull it right off. There's a little resistance because it's probably got some kind of rubber on the inside to make it a good seal, but it's very easy to come off. No big deal. What I'm going to do here is, this will fit right back in. I just put some sheet metal with some galvanized sheet metal screws. I'm going to plop it back down, and probably going to caulk it just so it gets a little bit of a seal to avoid any future rust over. However, this truck is so rusty, and that's why I chose to do this anyhow. If the truck was in mint condition, I probably would not have cut the hole in the bed, but being it's so rusty, it's over 200,000, it's just not worth sinking any type of money into anymore. Use it as a work truck anyhow, so it's not a big deal. Anyhow, I hope that helps. It helped for me. I found the initial ones on YouTube. There's only a couple. They didn't get into much detail, and they cut their carpets on top of it. I just wanted to show you can get around not cutting your carpet. Or newer Chevys, actually, it's under the back seat where the people remove the back seat and cut the carpet and cut a hole right above the fuel pump. In this case, the older Chevys, it's in the back here, so it's in the bed. Hope that helps. Have a good day.